What's happening with it? This is Slink Johnson, a.k.a. Black Jesus, your Lord and Savior, and you're listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network. How you love that?
You are listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network, featuring Pod of Thrones and the Shiznit.
Look, this is for my old heads, young G's, etc. Dino Red said he loves the intellectual. Guess he never hesitate. I can rap whatever, bro. I'm only in first gear and still way ahead. Living in the cold world full of that nonsense. Drug heads, teen moms, day-to-day violence. Fiends at the corner, panhandle for bottles. 12-year-olds running around with pistols and hollows. Fucks with my conscience, but still I do. I know right from wrong, but my decisions is stupid. My generation is crazy, and the media proof. Ignorance is bliss, and we is illy influenced. And that's why I'm here. Old soul kicking brand new flavor in your ear. Rapper of the year.
This is the Red Rock Podcast Network. From Red Rock Studios in Los Angeles, California, this is the Shiznit. Now, put your hands together for the Shiznit.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Shiznit Show. I am your boy. I am your host, Dino Red, and I have with me, as always, my ride or dies, Miss Dijon Monique.
What's up, world? It's your girl.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Pip Lilly.
Baby. 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 I got so much love in me.
Well, first off, we'd like to say welcome back, everybody. And we're sorry we missed you last week as your boy Dino Red was down for the kids out. Had the whole house. Don's flu I told you guys about a couple weeks ago ended up taking out the whole house. We was down and out, all of us. It was a bad one. It was a bad one. So
I'm glad you guys are feeling better. It's been going around.
Yeah, it's been
I feel like the entire city is sick.
Yeah, yeah. It was the first time in a long time for me. I hadn't been sick in 2 years. 2 years, and I was down. And then, and prior to that, the last couple times I had been sick, like, a couple days, and I'm back on my feet. But nah, not this time. I still got a little bit of it hanging on, but I'm back at work and all that.
Well, that's good.
But it was. My wife and I, we had to kind of press our way out because it was our weekend to go see our man Pip Lilly, the man, the myth, the legend.
He actually came sick.
The love of the glove.
And I remember I actually saw you. I was on the side of the audience at the quick change booth and I'm ready to go on for this character, and I look out and I'm like, is that motherfucking Dino? Ain't he sick?
Trying to kill everybody.
And then I came back to the second act. Well, no Dino.
Oh.
No, not the second act. No, I didn't leave until almost the end.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't leave.
Well, I didn't see you in the second act.
I might have stepped out for popcorn or something. But yeah, I didn't leave until almost the end.
I saw Uncle and his wife.
It was 11:45 when I left.
Oh, you missed the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't know though. I didn't know how much longer it was gonna be. I was like, this thing won't end.
Yeah, you missed like the last 12 minutes.
Yeah,
and that includes curtain call.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying.
I'm sorry.
You
saw almost everything.
It wasn't on you. Yeah, it was.
You did see almost everything, and I've said this before that I think the show is a little too long. But it's entertaining. So it's
very entertaining. Speaking from somebody who was sick, I can only see it from that. I have a feeling that even if I wasn't sick, it would have been a little long for my taste. But it was definitely a little long for my taste, feeling the way that I was feeling. Yeah. But that's not fair to the show. But and I will say this. It's not, as we've talked about it before, it not being an inexpensive show. But you get your money's worth.
I told you guys.
It is a very professional production.
I told y'all.
And you just, it's worth it. It's worth it.
The songs, the puppets, the performances.
And I can only imagine how much better it's got. I can't wait to come see it again. I can't.
I got a promo code.
Oh!
DM me.
Done. I'm there. Because I'm going to come in like 2 more weeks.
Now they released the promo codes.
I know, right?
You know?
I know, right? Well, just in time for my birthday, Pisces power.
That's probably why they did it this young for
Yes.
your birthday.
Yes, that's exactly why. Don't feel bad, Dino. It's all about my birthday.
Oh, yeah. So, for the love of the glove.
Yes.
Very entertaining.
Well, thank you for coming.
So, hey, it was my pleasure. It was a nice night. It was a nice night out, and like I said, it was ruined by my wife and I being under the weather, but that's nobody's fault. That's just one of those things that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Pip and I were talking about before the show started that they really need to offer show insurance for because you buy these tickets so far in advance, anything could happen.
Well, they have something called, what is that? Unforeseen circumstances. Where?
Who offers that?
Every company offers that. If there's something, you just have to call them and let them know and see what they can do. I know even like companies like Airbnb and different companies that I've even had to take advantage of that. But I know that most companies, especially ones that have insurance, they have to have. Because it's what if something happens that you cannot see?
Well, travel stuff, we were talking about that. They have travel stuff,
Right,
but for
show,
entertainment,
concerts, I feel like the
Yeah.
theater's covered if something bad happens to them.
right?
But the customer's not covered.
Yeah,
Like if you got your Hamilton tickets and you
Right.
get the flu that night, you got to go sick or you lose your tickets.
yeah.
what if it's
or
a
you sell your
hurricane
tickets to
or-
somebody
Right, you
else?
sell your tickets to somebody
What
else.
if it's a snowstorm and the road is closed?
But that's on the theater. That's the theaters that lost. I mean, they will work with that, but I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
But like that's they have insurance in the case of that kind of situation,
that's what. Yes, that's
They're
what I'm
covered.
saying. This
and that's why they can give you your money back for that show because they're covered.
Right,
But if you have a personal problem,
right. That's what we're saying. Personal, like you should be able to pay another $25 or something like that for insurance. Like if something happens and you can't make it, you can get refunded.
especially for these shows you buy like the tickets like the big shows like Hamilton or something like that.
Right.
Like you buy the tickets way in advance
Right.
because they'll sell out.
yeah,
Yeah,
fast,
we
quickly.
bought our Hamilton tickets literally a year in advance.
So how do you know a year from now
Right.
that
You're not gonna
your
be
auntie
sick.
not gonna die?
You don't know anything.
It's an unforeseen circumstance. That's what I said.
Right.
A lot of companies offer certain things. I guess you just have to find out what their policy is. I don't know. Maybe you instead of saying you're sick, you just say my auntie died.
You know what? Most likely it'd be like,
I don't know.
oh,
Yeah, you know what
Sorry
I'm
for
saying?
you.
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. Like here's a telegram when they reading the notes at the funeral.
Right.
You're like, I'm at Hamilton. I'm so sorry, auntie, that you gone. But I had these tickets for a year.
For a whole year.
Why couldn't you just hold on for one more day?
Where am I?
And I'm surprised that they don't already have something like that because usually companies, they live for stuff like insurance and warranties and stuff because it's easy money for them. Because
And it'd be a markup if the theater sold it.
right.
Would you like show insurance for an extra $10?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's $10 they put in their pocket.
Especially if it's not being used.
Yeah.
Right, which is the case, which is how all that.
Because mostly you buying that expensive ticket because you really want to go.
Right.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm surprised that they haven't thought of it already. It's not widespread, just the norm.
My buddy Dan Gold, who goes out for entertainment all the time, he's going to send me a message they do have it. It's blah, 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 blah. You watch.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. I hope so. This is like one of those times where I'm freaking hoping that Dan comes through like, here it is, blah, blah, blah. So I can be like, yes, my auntie died. I can't make it.
Speaking of death, it seemed like all the tragedies happen
On our show.
on Sunday
Every time.
after our show
Right
is
after our
finished
show.
airs. Yeah.
I promise.
This happened literally as our show ended.
Yes. So what we're talking about, everybody knows it's been in the news nonstop for the last 2 weeks. The passing of Kobe Bryant. Unfortunately, we haven't spoke about it. Everybody else has spoken about it, and started the healing process and whatnot. And here we are ripping the Band-Aid off. But we haven't had a chance to speak on it because I can't wait for the day when we have a daily show.
I know, right? That would be
Because
great.
weekly is a long time, and then miss a week when something like this happens, and it's
Right,
like
major story.
it feels like a million years
Yeah.
that this happened to go. You know what I mean? Like a million
In
years.
reality,
ago
it
this
was 2
happened.
weeks.
Yeah, but it feels like so long ago. But it was a double whammy for me because not only did Kobe Bryant pass that day, I find out the next morning that one of my best friends passed
Oh no.
the same morning, Sunday morning as
Oh, wow.
well.
Sorry.
So it was rough. That day at work, that Monday morning was that whole Monday was really, really hard. You know, and now the two are intertwined for me. You know, anytime somebody mentions Kobe Bryant, I think about my buddy Marshall.
Right.
And it's hard. Mm-hmm. It's hard because we were really tight. Yeah. He was a really good friend, big brother, taught me a lot about life. And he was pretty young. He was in his early 60s.
Wow.
So
I'm so sorry to hear that.
So yeah.
Can I ask, how did he pass?
Don't know for sure. It sounds like it was a heart attack, maybe.
But something with his physical.
But yeah, something natural causes, health wise, natural causes.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah.
Oh wow, I'm so sorry to hear that.
So yeah, me too. But shout out to the Bryant family, the Broadway family, you know, and everybody out there that's mourning any loved ones, whether famous or not famous.
This Kobe Bryant thing was so far reaching. I just because he was such a major celebrity, and
right.
you know, it's been known. I'm not a Lakers fan.
Right.
Wow.
No, I wasn't raised here. So, and then they were the rivals against my team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes sense.
So,
yeah, definitely.
But I recognized brilliance and talent and
Exactly.
genius, and like he had all that. And on top of that, you know, he was my nephew's absolute favorite player of all time. And my nephew's torn apart. I remember my nephew was college searching, and he was looking at USC and UCLA. And while he was out here, he and my mom and I went to go see a Clippers-Lakers game, and we saw Kobe play in that game. And my nephew, that was everything for him.
Yeah.
And my mom even wanted to know every single thing that was happening in LA right now involving Kobe Bryant. Every single thing.
Yeah. Kobe Bryant was a hard one for LA because with those 3 championships that he won, it kind of unified our city. A lot of people know
5.
Oh, sorry, 5. Yeah. But the 3 back-to-back ones that he won, but 5 in total. It really unified our city. Our city is full of gang violence. So when you can see an event like the Lakers parade, when everybody in the city has a reason to come out and celebrate, like that's always amazing. He just had so many amazing things going, and he just did so much with the Lakers. Like it's really hard and really sad, and it's even people who don't even speak English. I saw a man inside the Rite Aid pick up a bag of chips with a player. I think he thought it was Kobe Bryant because he was looking at the man on there like, oh no, that's not Kobe, and he put it down. But you can just tell like how many people that he touched. So it was sad.
Yeah, and for those who are in the area who may not know, which I don't see how that's possible, but we'll announce it anyway. The public memorial service for Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi is February the 24th at Staples Center. Mm-hmm. So I don't have the exact time, but I know it's in the morning because the Clippers play that evening, and they technically own the Staples Center for the whole day.
Right.
And they were gracious enough to allow the Bryant family to have this
memorial
on the day that they have it rented out for. So
yeah, I remember Kobe Bryant's last game. I was there that day at the Staples Center, and it just like everybody down to the security guards, how everybody just loved him. Like it's gonna be crazy on February 24th.
It's already been. I work downtown, and during my lunch, I do 2 things. I either walk one direction and go to the library, I walk another direction, I go down towards Staples. And I just sort of hang out there. I actually hang out in the W Hotel lobby and just sit and chat, because nobody from my office is there.
Right.
It's chill, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So I did that a couple of times over the last few weeks, and there's a lot of mourners and stuff that's down there. And it's crazy. It'll be probably crazy, like Michael Jackson, crazy on
Definitely.
that day.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because it was crazy when MJ passed.
Yeah.
And they had his service there.
Right.